Okay, so I have given this a quick coat on the inside of each vein. I will be doing a second coat to get all the holidays. What's a holiday, Gary? Spots you missed. And making it look pretty as I can. Not that anybody's ever going to see it, but it preserves it. And if you're interested, this is the shit I use. It's Rust-Oleum protective enamel, aluminium. Doesn't give a shiny finish, as you can see. It's like a matte finish, like aluminium that's not been polished, I guess. Yeah, there's a few areas where I will be touching it up again. There are some areas where, you know, I got carried away and it ran over the chrome, but that'll just clean off with a bit of cellulose thinners. Okay, so there she is. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, there's not much I can do about it, is there? It's my grill anyway, so there you go. And I won't be cooking any burgers on my grill, this grill. And it's still off, so I gotta try and, you know, encourage it to come this way. Maybe I need to change these screws from round heads to countersunk. That will be a pisser, but if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Yeah. I guess I leaked. Oh yes, I did a little bit. Just a little bit. But we'll clean that up later, after I've put the second coat on. Alright, on to the next piece. What's going to be the next piece? Gosh, I really don't know, in all honesty. Whatever I fancy doing. See you then. Okay. Quick bad commercial. Don't buy a GoPro 7 Black. It's crap. Keeps fucking dying. You have to keep reseating the battery. What a waste of money. Right. Shit, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, right. The grill. So I've got my nice stainless steel screws here, 2BA. Stainless steel, as you know, is quite hard. This tool here, I have had since the 60s, when I was an apprentice electrician. It has a 2BA slot. I tried just now by putting my screwing a 2BA, and that's legal in England. And it went in there, and I went, and I'm not going to do it on this one because it fucks it up. I couldn't cut through it. The tool is not designed for that. It's designed for mild steel and more appropriately for brass screws, which, as an electrician in England that I was, most of the 2BA, 4BA, 6BA, whatever screws were made of brass. So, you know, you chop through them with this, you know, you screw it in, go, it cuts it, you unscrew it. As you unscrew it, it cleans the thread and it's perfect. That didn't work. Not on stainless steel. Fortunately, because I'm an old fart and I keep shit, I have a 2BA die. So what I did, geez, what lovely English. What I did was screw this in here. And then I went German and made it good and tight. And now I put it in my mole grips. I don't know what you guys call them over here in America. Locking pliers? Something like that. So, put it in there, lock it off, and then I'll run my grinder across the top. Don't go away. I'll come back once I've done that. Okay, sorry, fingers in. Okay, went with my little cut-off wheel. Tried my best not to damage the die. Damage the die. Yes, unlike Prince Charles, he really fucked the die. And I don't mean in the nice way. We won't go into that, will we? So, now, when I try and unscrew this, of course it goes, you're closed. I can't do that. All right. Excuse me 1 second, while I find some strength. So, now, that it's not being squeezed. Oh, I can unscrew it. Yes, you know the old joke. So I unscrew it, and as I do, it cleans the thread. So now I have my 1/4 inch screw. This I can now attach to this. And in theory, the theory that is mine, if I could line the fucking thing up, that would help. Come on, Gary, put some hair around it. Oh, really? Well, of course it's not going to go. You're videoing, you prick. It's not going to show you how it works properly. There. So, my now little screw. Now, I got to say that I'm not finishing this now because I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on these screws. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. And then this piece links onto there. And if I can get my... Oh dear. Let's loosen these off, Gary. You are a moron. There, that's loose. Now I can actually get it lined up. Well, sort of. Yes, this piece and this piece. These go together, sort of. So, let me see if I can get it in the hole without making her eyes water. Because if her eyes start to water, guys, it may be the wrong hole. Not wrong for you, but, you know, maybe wrong for her, because, you know, sometimes they don't like that. Sometimes they do. Depends on their preference and yours, I guess. Oh, this is going to be fiddly diddly diddly dee, fiddly diddly doo, la di da di. Will you stop singing? You can't fucking sing, you moron. Your wife tells you that many times. Okay, great. So now I can't get that lined up. Well, of course I can't get it lined up. I'm videoing it. I can see it's lined up, and then as soon as I naughty vicar, naughty vicar, naughty vicar. Oh, the Vicar of Dibley. Wasn't that a great series show? Okay, I'm not going to watch you. No, I'm not going to watch you. Try again. I'm not going to let you watch me struggle because I know you want to. And I'm not going to do it, so I'm going to put it on and then come back to you. All right, so these parts were never precision parts, and a lot of it was, you know, fettled, for want of a better word. So now grabbing my 4BA screws, having already put the 2BAs in down here with this bar that holds the bottom in, then you've got to hold the top in. Now obviously I don't have the badge in there, and that will come later. I won't do it afterwards, but I'm just trying to do this to show you guys. So I've got my screws here. Now this, unfortunately, this piece of stuff is really not very flexible, and maybe I should have got countersunk screws. I got round heads. Round heads and cavaliers. You know what that's about, boys? Yeah. Whether you're circumcised or not, are you a cavalier? Then you haven't been circumcised. Are you a roundhead? Then you've been circumcised. My brother and I are different. Over here in America, they just do it for the sheer hell of it. Weird. Must be a California thing. Okay. There you go. So they're screwed in now. Ignoring that. You know, this really is just to show you guys. As you can see, it's off center. So that's, you know, something you'd have to be careful of when you're screwing doing the screw. Yeah, this grill is an original. It's a 1960s OEMNOS. So, cost me a lot of money. To me, it's worth it. I will see how good or bad I can get that. Now, it could be that these screws are bottoming because they're quite long, 1/2 inch. Hey, my wife thinks that's long. So maybe I'll bring them down to, I don't know. Yeah, I can bring those in a little more. I'm just giving it a squeeze right now, but no, the screw won't turn anymore. So I'm gonna have to grind these down just a little bit. Maybe, I don't do millimeters. I'm English, we don't do millimeters. I want to say I got to take a 1/16 of an inch off of that screw, which means I'll take a bit more than 1/16. Then that should be okay. Now, looking at the back of this grill, and I'm looking at these veins, I'm thinking they can get corrosion. I've painted that, which I grant you is going to move, so please do not think it's going to stay over there. It's not. It's going to be brought back. Should I paint the inside of each one of these veins? Well, Gary, you live in Arizona, so it won't rust. True. But I like to do the job properly, so you know damn well I am going to paint inside each vein. It will take me forever and a fucking day. But that's how I work. Right. Terrific. Sorry, I'm just looking at the package I got next to me. That's for the IRS video. All right, I'm going to put this to one side now. And when I got more interesting stuff to do on the Mark II, I will do it and I will show you. I'm not going to show you me painting each of these veins. That's kind of pointless. But maybe I'll show you this when it's in a better position. And I'll get it as good as I can. It may not end up perfect. It's the way they were in the 60s. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, definitely going to be looking at at least an 1/8 of an inch off of each screw. I can see the gaps. You can't see it from where you are, but in there is at least an 1/8 of an inch gap. And don't forget, you know, when you squeeze this motherfucker up, which is going to take a bit of effort. Fortunately, I've got stainless steel screws, and this should work. Okay, let's move on to the next piece on the Mark II and add it to the video. Don't know what it's going to be because I haven't decided.